fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. Hey, just jumping in here real quick to let you know that I added a little bit more onto the video with the impending lawsuit. Another lawsuit. All right, so first half is going to be these ill-informed medical professionals, medical and professional. And if you hang on till after the puppy, there's a puppy in the middle, a bit of incentive. We'll watch it in two settings. I just want to get this out because it's new information as of me finding out about an hour and 2 hours ago. All right, enjoy the first half. Second half is it's funny, but yeah, it'll blow your mind. All right, enjoy. Bye. Hello, how are we? I'm okay. I'm good, actually. It's 3:07 in the afternoon. As you can see, I've sort of taken the Christmas decorations behind me down. I like that. That doesn't look particularly Christmassy, so I like it. And I added my Clothing the Gap poster. I was going to put that up at school, but I love it there. I'm wearing a matching shirt. I'll put it on the screen. It is a First Nations business, and I'm gonna try and get my school to buy one for every classroom. Uh, I had sort of had that project for my last school, but obviously I left. So we gathered here today to discuss a disgusting company. So yeah, we are back with Awakend. I know it's been a while, and I was looking for a Danielle video, but I'm gonna watch this one instead because we got a doctor in the house right here, Dr. Lana, who sat awkwardly for one whole minute waiting for the other person to come on. That's why it's sitting at a minute right now. Yeah, so we're going to get into that. There is going to be a general warning for fat phobia, toxic diet culture, probably some health claims connected to that. And yeah, so take care of yourself. Being in a bigger body myself, sometimes, like, I didn't realize how much I got triggered last month because I went from Danielle saying nobody wants to be fat. Thanks, Danielle. And then watching an Amare video that ended up being about being fat for one person. So I just was like, I'm over this. Oh no, I can't swear it in the first 5 minutes. All right, I gotta remember to bleep it out and not miss it. Like I did with my video before the holiday. No, before the new year. Okay, so Awaken is a company with one product called Zenith, if you're not aware. Oh, sorry. Also, please like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you're watching it, it does no harm. It doesn't mean you have to love me. You just, appreciate making the content or whatever. Like begging. I am working on a couple of videos at the moment. So I've got a No Shame Sales Game video that I'm working on based on her. Oh, is this on? Oh, it was. I did accidentally mute it before, so that's just checking. No Shame Sales Game based on the comment, her text post where she said that network marketing needs more melanin, and what I said, how I got blocked, and what some of the things that have been said by people with melanin. I'm going to make it my mission in 2023 as a middle-aged white woman. I'm going to be calling out middle-aged white women, okay? Because we're monsters, honestly. That's my demographic, and I'm going to call them out. I'm not censoring myself. I promise. I know that Ava just got a whole heap of videos demonetized because she says welcome to another MLM show. And I mean, that sucks so much because, like, that's what Petermon calls it that. It's not even that bad of a swear word, you know? That's the one that when students say it, they're like, oh, it's not such a bad swear word. I'm like, yeah, it's still a swear word, so we're not going to do it in class, all right? All right, let's do it. This is only a short one, so I haven't put it on fast. And I'm working on my bunny mask while we do this. All right, let's go.
Hello, Awakend Nation. My name is Stephanie Martin, and I am one of the leaders here at Awakend, and I am thrilled to be joined by my friend and business partner, Dr. Lana Contos. So today,
what does that mean? You're one of the leaders at Awakened? Because you're not one of the master distributors. Everybody's a leader. You know what I mean? And what's she a doctor in? Do you want to give us any details on that? That'd be nice because it says ND, not MD. So I'm wondering what that means.
Some great information with you on Awakend and specifically the product Zenith. So listen up because this information could actually change your health for the better. So first, just a few steps. Did you know that 1/3 of Americans are obese? And another 1/3 of Americans are overweight. Guys, that's 2/3 of our population that struggles with their weight.
Yeah, you know what that says to me? That they're in the majority and we should be catering to those people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that it shouldn't be about being thin because thinness does not mean health. Okay. So let's start there. All right. And if you are going by the BMI has been proven to be BS. See, I'm using my acronyms. Because and also racist. So I might have a look at some BMI research in a second. But yeah, that to me says, we're in the majority. So why don't you sit down and try to cater to us instead of us having to change our bodies to be better around you. And hang on, we'll keep going.
And it is an absolute fact that being overweight increases many of the long-term health issues, including coronary artery disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, inflammatory conditions, and so many, many more.
It is an absolute fact, she said. If that's the case, can you please cite some sources? All right? Because yeah, I think that it's easy just to say that because people would assume some of those like heart problems and things like that. But I still need some sources there.
Being overweight will absolutely decrease your lifespan. So guys,
how do you know that? Where is your science to back this, please? And your doctor, whatever she's a doctor of over here, she doesn't necessarily she's just sort of half nodding. You know, she's not weighing in at the moment.
We're not meant to be overweight like this. But over time,
We, who are you talking to? Who are you talking for there? This woman? We? And your doctor friend there? You ain't no we. You're not a we. You're talking about the other at the moment. I'm sorry. It's like a minute and 8 seconds in and I have gone nuts already. I watched this bit already just to see if what the video what it was like, and I knew that I was gonna didn't think I'd stop this much and be this angry already. It's just that like you don't share this experience. Maybe she did, but she's friends with Danielle. Isn't it funny how a lot of the top of the table are friends with Danielle? Anyway, and on her. I think I did a Facebook stalk a couple of weeks ago, and it seems like she's been thin for a while. So, yeah.
The lifestyle that we've kind of adapted has led us to where we are today. But here's the good news. Being overweight is absolutely preventable and reversible. And you do have control of your health.
How far that there are people who actually cannot control it. Like there are certain conditions, but I it's preventable. It's not a disease. It's reversible. Like that is such problematic language. It almost it sounds like something that could be termed ableist. Like imagine if we said that about, well, I'm sure people still say it about autism. It's preventable, it's reversible. There are so many factors at play with bigger bodies, obesity, that sort of thing. This is disgusting. She's disgusting. Mm.
If you control your weight. So today you are going to hear from naturopathic doctor and digestive health specialist, Dr. Lana, and yours truly. I've been a registered nurse for nearly 30 years, and I have a really diverse background, but now I practice under the umbrella of functional prevention and anti-aging medicine.
So you've been a registered nurse. Are you still a registered nurse? Baby, you should say that. And I'm just gonna have a look at her on here. I don't like that wording at all. Like she's been in, so she's a former registered nurse, right? I'm sorry, I'll put it on the screen so we can see. She has a public profile on Facebook, so I'm not too worried about this. All right. So she was at New You Life, which is another MLM that Danielle was at. Gravity Wellness, Awakened leader and founding partner. Sturdy Memorial is a locally controlled not-for-profit healthcare system. That doesn't sound like a hospital. So former registered. I wonder if she's got a LinkedIn. Awakened leader, Gravity Wellness, anti-aging, functional medicine, body contouring and fat reduction, peptide and IV therapy. Former. She's been at New You Life and Beauty Counter. Did she work much as a nurse then? I wonder if she's got a LinkedIn. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh. We might have a quick look at that. Lindsay, New Life. Stephanie Martin, CEO and founder. Black Diamond, executive. Let's have a look. No picture. Oh, yeah, this is her. I'm happy to share that I'm starting a new position as a Black Diamond. You can't, that's not a new position. You, that's a rank. RN owner. What does that mean? Entrepreneur, charge nurse, RN. From 1995 to 2010, so 15 years as an RN. Okay. Entrepreneurship, leadership training. Blah, blah, blah. 2010, hey? So that's a pretty long time to be out of the game, especially in in medicine. You know, like things change all the time. She does have this thing, this gravity falls. Let's see, gravity wellness. Owner, CEO, like is it a thing? How do we get there? All right, so Stephanie, yep, registered nurse for 15 years. She's been out of the game for 12. Oh, nails. I'm like, she could have. This is what Faith has to say about. See, yeah, because she didn't need to lose weight, so. I just want to see if she has had a weight loss transformation at all. So, we want to go back, just so that we can see whether she's ever been in a big body. So when she says we, what experience does she have being a we? Being a we, you know what I mean? (2009), she looks like she's in a smaller body there. Okay, she's a bit more rounded in the cheeks. Yeah. Oh. 2012, thin. Thin. Yep, she looks like she's been thin for a while. Okay. Experiment. Research done. Mm. So, registered nurse, no longer a registered nurse. Can we make sure that we cover that? And that you haven't been in a bigger body.
So Lana and I are both privileged to be a part of Awakend Scientific Advisory Board, which you are going to be hearing more from in the next few weeks and months.
Stephanie, those statistics are eye-opening. And did you know the average American will spend about $308,000 in out-of-pocket medical expenditures, even with good insurance, if they don't get their health in order and if they remain a constant patient? So you can take Zenith faithfully every month for 60 years and not spend 1/3 of that dollar amount. So we're going to empower you all today with tips and answers to the most frequently asked questions about Awakend.
Here I am thinking that Lana's going to be like, you know, a little bit meeker, but she seems just as determined. So you're saying that you have to be on Zenith for the rest of your life? There's how? You have one study for a product you do not own.
Brand new product, Zenith. So I want you to remember that Zenith is far more than fat loss, as you'll learn today. And I want you to know that this is not your fault. If you've struggled with weight loss and struggled to keep it off, this is not your fault.
I'm just like what? Don't try to like that's so weird that she would think that we're blame. Oh, fat people must just blame themselves for this. Oh, so sad. Those poor old fatties. Ooh, I'm feeling very spoken down to at the moment. All right.
This is a hormone imbalance. And I want to remind everybody, we're not making any medical or health claims, and this is not a substitute for your.
You just like so you cannot make a health claim and then say I'm not making health claims. Okay.
Primary care physician. So let's get started. Stephanie, what is Zenith and how does it work?
Oh my gosh, I love this product. So Zenith is simply.
Are you using the product? Because in your Facebook, you had pictures of somebody else.
a nutritional supplement. That's what it is. But it works on the leptin system. Your body has a whole leptin system. So we're going to tackle 3 terms that you guys really should know: leptin, leptin resistance, and adiponectin. So first, let's talk about leptin. Leptin is a hormone. It's as simple as that. It's a hormone produced by adipose tissue or fat cells. Okay. The more fat you have, the more leptin you have. What leptin's job is, it basically is a signal. It signals the brain and hypothalamus when you've had enough fat stores in your body to stop eating and use that stored fat for energy. Conversely, if you're thin and your leptin levels are low, it'll tell your brain to keep eating and store those calories as fat. So adiponectin, another hormone. It's also released by fat cells, but also muscle cells. And overweight people tend to have a lower adiponectin level than normal weight people. Adiponectin's role is to decrease inflammation.
Normal. If you're fat, you're not normal. Thanks.
In the body and increase insulin sensitivity. And it also plays a really important role in metabolism and burning fat for energy. Leptin resistance, our last term, is actually seen as one of the primary contributors to obesity. Leptin resistance is when that signal I was talking about from your fat cells to your brain gets disrupted. And usually because you're storing too much fat, it's that middle fat that tends to look more like a leptin resistant person. And your fat cells, they communicate with your brain, right? They give that signal through this leptin system. So if your brain is flooded with too much hormone, too much leptin, it misses that signal that says, stop eating, burn fat. It misses that signal. So you still get the I'm hungry, keep eating, store fat signal. So what happens? You keep eating, you keep storing fat.
Can I just say also that so Stephanie is a top leader. So the fact that she is on their scientific board, building it and stands to gain money from the sale of this product, it makes her an unreliable source because she stands to gain when people buy this. So she is not impartial, and scientific evidence needs to be impartial to be trusted. Okay. So this is disingenuous, and I think they work together, but I'll have to confirm that.
It's literally a vicious cycle. What Zenith does is Zenith is simply a patented formulation that has been clinically proven in university studies over an 8-week period of time to decrease those leptin levels by about 43% and increase adiponectin levels up to 116%. And that's what helps you lose pure fat. It's not muscle loss. It's not necessarily weight loss, though you will lose weight if you lose enough fat. It's pure fat loss. So it has a proven formulation to help balance those hormones in the right way to where they should have been. So now we're going to get into actually the ingredients. And I know Lana loves talking about this. So Lana, talk to me about what Zenith's ingredients are.
So she's a naturopathic doctor. That's what the N stands for. She is a board certified naturopathic doctor. I don't know if she is in. Okay, clinically proven fat loss. Why don't I do this on the screen like I did before? Yep, Awakened. She's an awakened person. So if you have a look at, she doesn't indicate this anywhere on her. You have a look. That's all this there, Mum, a naturopathic doctor, weight loss, hormone, and digestive health, right? And then, oh my God, what is happening? When you go here, inspired by wellness, I help female professionals and sales leaders stay healthy, energetic, access here. And then we get here, clinically proven fat loss, and that's your Awakened. That's shady that you are not outwardly saying that I have. Well, I wonder if this is anywhere. Well, looks like she takes advantage of, what's it called? Affiliate links. But she's not outwardly saying, I'm with Awakend. Ew. God. Kind of gross that she would. I mean, I'm not surprised, really.
Are they safe? And how long will Zenith take to work?
Oh, this is such a relief, everyone, because the ingredients in Zenith are completely safe. Zenith is made of basically two things, okay? Plant fibers and cetylated fatty acids. And that's a group of naturally occurring fats from a plant or animal source. And Zenith is plant sourced. And cetylated fatty acids also have an anti-inflammatory property to them. And Zenith is made of non-fermentable plant fibers, so they won't break down into sugar in your gut. There's no artificial ingredients. There's no laxatives or stimulants or caffeine in Zenith like you find in diet pills. This is not a diet pill. Zenith contains plant fibers, mainly grass, and cetylated fatty acids. Very simple. And you may see like different fancy names for plant fibers like hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose or HPMC. And those are simply plant fibers, exceptionally high quality plant fibers, by the way. So don't be distracted by long different names. And bottom line, Zenith is plant fibers, mainly grass and cetylated fatty acids. And it takes about 4 to 6 weeks to balance.
If that's the case, like if it's such a simple compound, why is your product so expensive? The non-special price is $160 a month. At a minimum, some people take more than one pill or 2 pills or whatever.
Leptin in general. It takes time, okay?
And the people in the company have to buy 2 to get their monthly quota.
Okay? So you may not lose a pound for 5 or 6 or maybe 7 weeks, okay? We want the weight off in days, I get it. But it took us decades to get here. So it's not going to change in days. So be patient. And a big piece of your success is have a great attitude, be thrilled that someone told you about Zenith, and stay on course and take it.
Awesome. So
that's, I will always, that's what I heard with Elamir. There's something else where I heard just keep them on it so that they can, you know, like you're gonna have to. Oh, I think it was Amare with Darla, which is Danielle de Grande's cousin. That is like, you know, like make sure that you do this for at least commit 2 months to it so that you can get it working, blah, 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 blah. But see, in that 2 months, what they do is something snaky where they get you into the company and, you know, like feeling like, yes, I got to do this and this and this. So, yeah, it's shady, in my opinion, no matter which way you put it.
for someone like me, and like I would want to know, so how long do I have to be on this supplement? You know, say I lose the 10, 30, or even 50 pounds of weight. Can I stop taking it after that?
Why would someone like you need to lose 50 pounds? Do you want to die? Is that what you're saying? Holy crap. Like, are you kidding me? Good question, but that's not about you.
Great question. So again, Zenith isn't a diet pill. It's not a quick fix. Zenith is a long-term wellness tool. So Zenith is proven to.
It's not proven to do anything. It's had one study, Lana. I ain't gonna call you Dr. Lana either. Okay? But there are no studies on being on it long term. How can you even say this? You can't. This is ridiculous.
Balance hormones linked to fat burning, and you want that to continue, right? And then remember, those cetylated fatty acids, they have anti-inflammatory properties. So we want that to continue for life.
So everybody, you're on these pills for $135 to $165 for the rest of your life per month.
Right? So on average, you would take Zenith as directed on the bottle for about 6 to 12 months because you have to allow the messaging between the brain and the fat cells to get clear, so to speak. And then you go on a long-term maintenance plan with Zenith. And don't worry, we will give helpful guidelines for everyone's long-term maintenance plan with Zenith. It's safe. You cannot get hurt on this. And you definitely want to take Zenith for a minimum.
You cannot say that people won't get hurt. You don't fucking know. People can be allergic to stuff. This is very annoying. Like, people are going to take this as gospel from a stupid Awakend because you've got so many people invested in this. Like, this is irresponsible.
Of 8 weeks faithfully, because that was the time frame of the university study.
One single study, people. That is what all of this is based on. One study for a product that is currently under litigation because it is alleged that Danielle Mioli and what did we say the name of the CEO, James somebody? They obtained this patent from Ivan Damashek and his company Tripharma. Okay, they were sold this product, but Evan Damashek doesn't own it. He sold it from underneath them, and there's another company that it's like a mission farm, First Farms Mission or something like that. I need to have all the lawsuit documents in front of me, but Chelsea might have taken that Awakened video down because she apparently got a cease and desist. Why would you get a cease and desist? She was just reading she just read it. She didn't do anything. Like she said, like this is wild, whatever. Oh no, the lawsuit's still up there. So it is from a month ago. So Chelsea Suarez, the truth behind the new MLM Awakened, and she breaks it down really well. It's a really easy way of looking at it. It's a long one, but it's a really good video. Long one, it's only an hour. But yeah. All right. Let's keep going.
And this is clinically proven to work. So I tell people also, remember the 3 W's, okay? Water, watch sugar, and walk. So what do I mean quickly? Water. Drink half your body weight in ounces of plain, still filtered water, 30 minutes away from food.
So even though this pill apparently is a miracle, you still have to do exercise and you have to have a diet. That's what the original study was based on. So it's not, in isolation. It's not, the only thing. And if you are any of these people who stand to gain money by selling this product, would you be trying to lose as much weight as you can so that you can say, look how well this Zenith worked. I lost 40 pounds in a month or whatever, something crazy. And it's probably because they restricted their calories even more than they were told to. And they did more activity than they were told to. Because it's just a simple calories in and calories out. Okay. So, yeah. It still feels like this is for the quick fix. It's like this is not a sustainable process at that price. And if they wanted to have this big revelation, if they wanted to have this big transformation of America from obese to thin, Then why do it like this? If you're so worried about the poor old fatties, why would you make the product so expensive? Hmm? Mm.
Without anything in it. No lemons, no limes, nothing in it, because that'll start the digestion process. So don't drink reverse osmosis or distilled water. That's dead water. There's no minerals in it. Don't drink tap water, highly contaminated, may even have carcinogens in it. Don't drink acidic water. So listen, you can easily test your water to make sure it's not acidic by going to Amazon and getting a little bottle of those pH drops that you put in a swimming pool. It's like $8, and you could drop them in bottled water or glasses of water. If it turns yellow, orange, or red, that's acidic water. Don't drink it. If it turns green, blue, or purple, that's more alkaline and it is safe to drink.
Okay, so you might want to have some visuals up here because some people, need that, not just verbally saying, you need to do this pH and these are the colors. You just said 4 or 5 different things then. It was a lot. I lost track and I am trying to listen.
Some best bottled waters, if you're going to do that, are Fiji, Evian, Aquapana, Essentia brand, and Smart brand waters. And it's important to know too, only sip water with your meals. Do not gulp a lot of water with your meals because that disrupts digestion. So sugar, really quick. Okay, watch your sugar. This isn't food prison. It's not a diet, but obviously you can't live on cookies and pies and cakes and sugary junk food and all those sugary syrups and coffees and high sugar coffee creamers or honey, agave, molasses. That's all sugar. So read your food labels and keep your sugar to 5 grams of sugar per serving or less. And don't drink fruit juice. Okay. Fruit juice is a glass of fructose.
Anyone who tells me that I shouldn't have sugar, that's just not that's a negativity that I do not need in my life. Yeah. So as somebody who is in recovery, sugar is a really good replacement for like hard drugs, Not that I was on hard drugs, but do you know what I mean? Uh, I thought you said this was about hormones. Why are we talking about sugar? Huh? You know? Do you think I can get my voice any higher as I stand on my soapbox? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if all the dogs around you now just went, ugh.
That's sugar. Eat the whole fruit. Eat a piece of fruit. Don't drink the juice. Juice is damaging to our GI tract and blood vessels. And sugar tells the body to store fat. Lastly, walk. Don't stress. Don't go crazy. Just 7 to 10,000 steps a day if you can, or walk like 3 times a week for a half an hour. So simply walk and move your body if you can.
Love it. So Leanna, after that, people always ask me, so are there side effects, like contraindications? I know you talked about safety and the 2 ingredients that are the part of the product, so it's obviously safe, but are there any side effects or contraindications, especially
How is it obviously safe to everybody? You don't know that, okay?
like if we're taking any other medications?
Oh, perfect. And this is relieving too. Innocently, people take pharmaceutical medications really without much question. They get the script from their doctor and they take.
Yeah, because the doctor, oh my God, what the fuck? How are we on doctors? Excuse me, you are a doctor as well. So were your credentials? I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed now. Okay, because that's what doctors have so much education for. That's why they have continuing education. Miss, I haven't been a registered nurse in 12 years. Okay, continued education and specific to their study. Okay, I go to I've got to get that ordered. I go to a prescribing nurse who specializes in weight loss. Hello, she knows what she's doing. I have seen her for almost a year. All right. Yes, Ozempic has not been available for that, like fully for that time, but hopefully we'll get it sorted out. Okay. So kindly fuck off with the doctor bashing, please. The pharmaceuticals that I am prescribed are fantastic and they work for me and they're doing what they need to do. If I didn't have my prescribed antidepressant, trigger warning, I don't know how well I would be doing with my mental health.
Take it. And listen, everyone, I was trained by Ivy League medical doctors. Okay. I'm not against all medication. There's absolutely a time and a place, but I think we'd all agree medications have side effects. Some of them can be quite dangerous. So listen, Zenith, again, plant fibers, cetylated fatty acids, there's no contraindications.
Some people are allergic to, you compared it to grass. Some people are allergic to plant fibers. Are you fucking kidding me? This is enraging. I mean, like, this company, just go from 0 to 100 with this company constantly. I think I might have to send this one to the FTC.
There's no side effects to taking Zenith, and there's no contraindications with medications. So listen, this is simple. If you're on medications, this is exactly what you do. You contact your office of your primary care physician, and you contact them right away, and you email them the ingredients, the supplement facts on the label, and get that to you. You tell your doctor you are taking this plant-based, clinically proven, safe fat loss capsule faithfully. And you say, I'm told, Dr. So-and-so, that it's highly likely you're going to need to help me adjust my medications and possibly eliminate them. And, it's important to note that you are not asking the doctor's permission to take Zenith. This is safe. You're simply telling your doctor you're going to faithfully take it. You're planning on staying on it, and you need them to effectively monitor and adjust your medications. Because listen, when you lose fat, you kind of clean up those receptor sites on your cell membranes. Okay. So glucose can get in.
This is fucking dangerous. She just told people, basically, take it, your doctor. All right? The doctor, who cares? I'm not here to get permission. I'm taking it, and you just have to deal with it. That's effectively what she is saying. And that is what she's arming her people with. So when if they go to a doctor, because they're going to take her word as a doctor, even though she's a naturopathic doctor, which is not the fucking same whatsoever. You do not have the same knowledge as a medical doctor. And this is dangerous to be to be given and put in the hands of lay people who are not equipped with the knowledge to follow through. You might have some knowledge of it, okay? But you are telling this to people who are going to repeat it, and they don't have your knowledge. I hope you get fucking sued, because, if you said that somebody can take it and they have an allergic reaction to something, that's on you. That's on you. God damn it.
The cells, toxins can get out of the cells, and hormones can get in and out of your cells, and your body can operate better. So it's highly likely that your medications are going to need to be adjusted and possibly eliminated with the help of your doctor. And this is really exciting news for everyone.
That's a good thing.
So I have a question, Stephanie. Some people have mentioned that they get a headache or a little bit of diarrhea, or like their skin itches or a little bit of a rash. Can you explain that?
Absolutely, because what you just said is there are no side effects from this product. So many people don't realize that actually toxins are stored in fat. So it's your body's protective mechanism to keep all those vital organs, your heart, your lungs, your liver, your kidneys, all safe. So they store these toxins, which shouldn't be floating around in there, in the fat. And that's why sometimes, even with diet and exercise and people are trying to lose weight, people get stuck, or they can't lose, or they even plateau, because your body is saying, I can't let go of that fat because I need to protect it from all these toxins that'll release, right? But Zenith, along with healthy eating, lots of water, some sort of exercise or movement, right, will help your body release fat.
And how, this has obviously been worked out. Tell us about whether you get rashes and stuff.
Metabolize fat And sometimes those toxins will be released too. So this way, that leptin lowering property of Zenith and the adiponectin, which gets raised, will help you lose fat. But when you lose fat, sometimes people can experience detox symptoms. That's the answer to your question. Those headaches, fatigue, bloating, diarrhea, an itchy spot on your skin or a little rash, that's not from Zenith. It is symptoms of detox. So keep going. It's actually a good thing. You're detoxing. It's working. I like to tell people, and I know you said this, give it at least 8 weeks. I tell people 2 to 3 months. Everybody is different. Don't compare yourself to anyone else's journey. You're going to hear that somebody lost 3 pounds in a week, and that's amazing.
Yeah, but shouldn't it be more uniform? It's the same with Elamir. Like, medication it should have one effect that happens for most people, and then we have our side effects with those other people. So I just hate the way they're looking at the camera. It's like, like the cat who got the cream, it's very smug.
But there, on the other hand, someone may not lose a single pound, as you said, for 5 weeks. So keep going. Those are detox symptoms. So you kind of think about it. Boy, how toxic is my fat?
Sounding a bit like Monate now. Is this a thing? Any health professionals? Is this really a thing? Because, I don't trust them.
Right. I have had another one, Lana's, people asking me, why am I gaining weight on the product? I still have cravings or I'm feeling really bloated. How would you answer that question?
Absolutely. And relax, everyone. Again, this weight gain is mainly water weight gain at first because fiber pulls water in the intestines and you have to flush it out. And honestly, number one, most people don't drink enough good, still plain water. So make sure you're drinking your water, as I suggested, 30 minutes away from any food. And number two, people may not be used to this much fiber. I mean, Americans don't eat enough fiber, to be honest, by the way. And so this is what you do. You drink your water, you stop taking Zenith for just 2 days. Okay. And
do we have a source for that? It's probably true. It sounds true enough. But do we have a source? Okay, so, cetylated fatty acid, or celadrin, it does seem to have no side effects. I think it's dangerous to say something like that. But the other ingredient to Zenith is the hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose. And you can have an allergy to that. So it does say it's safe and it's non-toxic, but it says that you can have an allergic reaction to it. So rash, hives, itching, red, swollen, blistered, appealing skin with or without fever, wheezing, tightness in the chest or throat, trouble breathing, swallowing or talking, unusual hoarseness or swelling of the mouth, face, lips, tongue, or throat. Didn't mention any of those, did you? She was talking about a rash, but then they started talking about, what'd she say? Oh, the detox thing.
And then you start taking it again 2 days later, but you open the capsules and put all of the contents in, like 1 tablespoon of unsweetened applesauce. Not a bowl, not a cup.
Okay, hang on. I need to go back because this is what to do if you put on weight, because some people are putting on weight.
Better. So make sure
that question.
Absolutely. And relax, everyone. Again, this weight gain is mainly water weight gain at first because fiber pulls water in the intestines and you have to flush it out. And honestly, number one, most people don't drink enough good, still plain water. So make sure you're drinking your water, as I suggested, 30 minutes away from any food. And number two, people may not be used to this much fiber. I mean, Americans don't eat enough fiber, to be honest, by the way. And so this is what you do. You drink your water, you stop taking Zenith for just 2 days. Okay. And then you start taking it again 2 days later, but you open the capsules and put all of the contents in, like 1 tablespoon of unsweetened applesauce. Not a bowl, not a cup, just 1 tablespoon in unsweetened applesauce 30 minutes before your 2 largest meal. And then number 3, many people have low stomach acid. Okay. And this is a problem. You don't want low stomach acid reflux meds and over-the-counter heartburn meds and poor gut health, lower stomach acid. So what happens, that lower esophageal sphincter, that sphincter that's at the bottom of your esophagus, top of your stomach. We need that to close when the food goes in there, and the stomach acid to break up your food. So what happens is we have low stomach acid, and that sphincter muscle kind of stays open like drapes blowing in the wind, and people have bloat or maybe some acid reflux symptoms. They don't feel so good. So what you can do, easily remedied, is you can take 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and like an ounce or 2 of water with your meals. Okay, that'll help that situation. And then lastly, I personally use and recommend a high quality combination of a pro and prebiotic. And I also use and recommend digestive enzymes, or pancreatic enzymes, they're called. They break down your carbohydrates, your fats, and your protein as you eat. And we lose digestive enzymes as we age, and that starts at about age 25. And the cravings, those are a result of unbalanced gut microbiome. Okay, so our gut bacteria is unbalanced innocently from life in general. I mean, this list upsets your gut bacteria. Sugar, alcohol, over-the-counter meds, prescription meds, birth control pills, fertilizer sprayed on our food supply, and stress all upset our gut bacteria. So think about this. Bad gut bacteria feeds on sugar, junk food, and animal protein. Good gut bacteria feeds on plants. So you will crave whatever the majority is of your own good or bad gut bacteria. So eat more plants, less animals. Don't stop taking Zenith. Your cravings will wane as you stay on Zenith.
Stop taking it.
So Stephanie, I've heard people say they started opening the capsules regularly. Can you talk about that? Why are they doing that?
Sure. And this is a great question because I actually started opening my capsules about a week or so ago. Not that everyone has to do this. Most people will not have to open their capsules, but there are a few indications why you might want to. So for me, I realized that I just have a faster than normal gastric emptying time. Remember, no 2 people are exactly the same. Everybody's different. It's just my body. So
she talking about pooping?
About those capsules. So this is what I want. It's not that they're not being digested. It's some people empty faster, or they have other conditions, as you just mentioned, like low stomach acid, or they're taking antacids. The capsules that Zenith uses are USP approved. So US Pharmacopoeia approved capsules. Okay. So that means that
just the capsules? I'm looking at the thing. GMP using globally sourced.
So some people empty faster, or they have other conditions, as you just mentioned, like low stomach acid, or they're taking antacids. The capsules that Zenith uses are USP approved. So US Pharmacopoeia approved capsules. Okay. So that means that the US Pharmacopoeia standards are a capsule has to digest within 30 minutes of hitting your stomach, and it passes. Our capsule digests in or dissolves in less than 25 minutes. So
it's like, look at this really impressive thing. It just means that the outer side of it, the outside of the capsule, is the thing that dissolves. Oh my God, it's so... Talk to me when you've got FDA. FDA is the one you want to get.
Passes. It's perfect. I just happen to be one of those people that has a faster gastric emptying time. So if you know that you're fast, then maybe you want to open your capsules. The only other reasons you would open your capsules are if you have a hard time swallowing pills, if you have any digestive issues, like again, the low stomach acid, the taking acids, if you have a lot of heartburn, if you've had any gastric surgeries like gastric bypass, sleeve, lap band, etc. Those are reasons why you would want to open your capsules. Or if you've been on Zenith, for 5 or 6 weeks and you're not noticing a difference yet, it may be too that you just have an undiagnosed low stomach acid or fast gastric emptying time. So go ahead and break those capsules open. And as Lana said, you can put them in a teaspoon or tablespoon of applesauce. Or what I do is I just take the capsule, I twist it, I open them up, the contents are still there, and I pop them in my mouth just with the capsule broken apart. And I take plenty of water with that. So I just take both halves and swallow them with water. But I know I'm
sounds like dry scooping, which is what some of the Beachbody people do, and it's not good. But I don't know. These people seem okay. Who knows?
To utilize Lana's background and her being a digestive health specialist right now. Can you tell everybody
She's not a digestive health specialist. She's a naturopathic doctor. She's not a gastroenterologist. Okay, that's somebody who is an expert in that. Okay.
Just why Zenith is just a great supplement in general, a great supplement for digestive health, and also how it relates to that, because I've heard a lot of people talk about this and I've done studies on it too, is that gut-brain relationship.
Right. Simply, this is fascinating. I mean, Zenith, this is so exciting. I think most people know 70% of our immune system is in our gut. Okay. Our enteric nervous system is in our gut. We have a nervous system in our gut. A lot of healthcare professionals call the gut the second brain. And the gut brain axis is the communication link between our intestines and our cognitive and emotional areas of our brain. So we know Zenith opens that communication between our fat cells, our adipose tissue, and our brain. So Zenith lowers leptin. Leptin acts on our hypothalamus, which is our command center. It's responsible for keeping our body in balance or homeostasis. And the hypothalamus helps control your body temperature, your sleep cycle, your food intake, our emotions, thyroid health, adrenals, kidneys, reproductive organs, to name a few. And leptin acts on the brainstem. This is fascinating. So cognition and memory come into play. So a lot of people are saying, and this is anecdotal, this is their stories, but I've talked to so many people that have said, oh my gosh, I'm on Zenith and I'm so happy. I can't believe it. I don't get as upset as quickly and I'm more chill and I'm zen. I'm less anxious. I'm less stressed. I'm getting more done.
You're right. It is anecdotal, so you shouldn't be using it as proof.
And I honestly believe, because of what I just shared, Zenith balances leptin, and leptin acts on the brain, and the brain and the gut are connected. So Zenith is a fantastic prebiotic, and a prebiotic feeds your good gut bacteria. Okay. So think of prebiotics as the good fertilizer to the garden in your gut. Okay. I think you can see that Zenith is far, far more than just fat loss. We want to not stop taking it, and we want to stay the course. And it's just,
you have to keep taking it. Keep taking it. Otherwise, you will be fat again. And no one wants to be fat. That's Danielle.
just fascinating. I'm so blessed to know about it. And
Ew.
Stephanie, thank you for inviting me to talk with you and to share with everyone. And I'm going to send this back to you.
Oh, thank you. I'm a Zenith lifer for sure. And thank you, Dr.
Yeah. Why? You weren't fat. You've been slim your whole life. What? There were people in the freaking, like, I saw them saying, oh, I wish I could try the product because they were like wanting to be fat. Like, it's so dumb. Why do you need to take it? I am very annoyed right now. I'm trying to make some false eyelashes for my mask. I don't think they're working.
For all your expertise. And thank you, Awaken Nation. We will talk again.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Look at them awkwardly. I'm a Zenith lifer. Hey, MLMers, can we just not use the word lifer? Because, well, you know, the shoe might fit. Because that's what people who are in prison for a long time say, that they're lifers. Okay, so, well, a long time for their life. They can't lie. Zenith is apparently, now it's happy juice and fucking Elamir strip. And what are you going to introduce? If Zenith does all that, what other products are you going to introduce? Because obviously you don't need the happy juice or whatever your equivalent product's going to be. That was very frustrating because those people they're scientific. Stephanie's on the scientific advisory board as a registered nurse who has been in network marketing companies for the last 12 years, but she may have been in longer because she stopped being a nurse 12 years ago. So how much modern knowledge does she have? She said that like she was still a registered nurse, and it was only because I went and checked that I found out that she wasn't. And the same with the other woman. She introduced her as Dr. Lana Contos. She's a naturopathic doctor. It said ND, so some people are not going to look that up either because they'll say, "Oh, MD," especially if you're looking at it on a tiny screen from a distance. You'd be like, "Well, she's a doctor," and she also gave them the fucking dangerous information that it's safe to take. I'm just tell your doctor that you're going to take it. You don't need permission to take it. It's like, can you just people are not going to take it to their doctors because you've just said. And I think that that's dangerous when you're changing your situation. And then to go on and say you still have to exercise, eat well, drink shitloads of water. It's like, well, you could lose good sustainable weight if you just did that without the Zenith, you know? Zenith just makes it go quicker. Anyway, and then this thin woman saying she'll be on Zenith for the rest of her life. God. You're just so afraid of being in a bigger body that you just rather spend $100+ on a medication to keep you thin. Because I mean, that would be how I would have to come up with a plan for my own Ozempic sort of thing. I feel like if to me, it's just a kickstart, okay, to get those pounds off, and then to maintain myself. It's not sustainable. I cannot physically sustain being on that medication for my entire life. Okay. So it's like, okay, we need a boost because, I contend that I put on weight after I found uh, my antidepressant. Okay. And it, probably about 20 kilograms. I don't know how much that is in pounds. I think it's like twice. So I never want to be thin, thin, thin. But yeah. All right. Thanks for being with me. Awakend still sucks. And yeah, that's it. All right. Oh. Oh, look how big they are now. Oh, hello. Hello, Miss Willow. Miss Willow is a wild girl. She's a wild girl. Hello. She's just rowdy, like she'll bark and get cranky. She's confident. Are you confident, girl? You confident girl. You got belly. Look, see? Cute belly. Cute belly. And Frida. And Frida. Oh, and Mabel. Mabel's lost enough weight to get up the stairs again. Well, to jump up on surfaces, like behind me here. Oh, what's your story? What's your story? Tell us quickly. Oh, yeah, me too. Me too. All right, everybody. Ooh. See you next time. Goodbye. You thought we were finished, didn't you? Well, well, well. Fancy meeting you here. Eh? So video was edited, ready to roll, working on the thumbnail, and then Charlene sends me a little DM on IG. Wouldn't you know it? Awakend has been involved, is involved in another lawsuit. However, this one's their lawsuit that they are. This is so funny. This is hilarious. Okay, so welcome back. It's the same time for you. I've had dinner. I'm gonna go to bed soon because I gotta go to get my needle tomorrow. So I need to drive to the other town to do that. So I just can't believe this. Awakend sues New Year Life and Alexi Goldstein for defamation. Yeah, so big ups to Charlene for getting in the old IG inbox. If you would like to send me anything, I'm on IG under Echo Echo YT, and the YT stands for YouTube, not white. All right, so this is a defamation case that that Danielle and the CEO, Rodney James. Remember how I said it was James something? Rodney James, yes. Oh my God, this is so funny. The other thing too, I was remember. Oh well, okay. So what I'm going to do is go through this article. All right. So, uh, this is from Behind MLM, and they actually have a part to play in it. So do we. So do we. So, Awakend has filed a defamation lawsuit against New Year Life and founder Alexi Goldstein. Surprisingly, now I'm pretty sure that Rodney James was on, or was he at? Okay, so he was at Kuvana. So he was the chief sales officer. Yeah. Okay. So, surprisingly, Awaken's complaint details allegations pertaining to Behind MLM's editorial integrity. In addition to Awaken, the company's complaint lists co-founders Rodney James and Danielle Mioli as plaintiffs. Oh, so they stand to gain if they win this defamation. So defamation is so hard to prove. Are you kidding? You gotta be kidding me. All right. The named defendants are New Year Life, an MLM company that caused a stir a few years ago with HGH gel, so human growth hormone, and that is the company that Danielle was at. She had apparently a team of 500,000 when we first met her. If you go back and have a look at my early videos, she did an interview with somebody with a podcast that's like seven figure earners or something like that. So Alexi Goldstein, the founder and CEO of New Year Life, Catherine Garfield, a top New Year Life distributor and alleged employee. Alleged employee? What is that alleged? Joe Giuliano, a top New Year Life distributor, and Christopher Cavenden, a top New Year Life direct distributor. For context, and as reported in Behind MLM's Awaken review, Danielle Mioli is a former New Year Life distributor. In the Awaken complaint, Mioli is cited as the top 3 all-time earner for almost 5 years and face of the company. Are you kidding me? So, her picture here is the one that they used on Seven Figure Earner podcasting. Her ego knows no bounds. Oh my God. Rodney James is cited as Mioli's longtime business partner. No prior relationship with New Year Life is inferred. She has publicly stated that they worked together at Quivana and Nerium. Hello? They have a prior relationship. Not with New Year Life, but they have a prior relationship. In March 2022, Mioli, Wright, and James began planning Awaken's launch. This created friction between Mioli and New Year Life, which forms the basis for Awaken's complaint. When New Year Life, so the bits in green are the lawsuit. When New Year Life discovered Mioli had plans to start a new MLM company with James, a dispute arose between the parties. For example, during this time, Mioli and James learned New Year Life had been defaming them to distributors to thwart them from launching a new company and to damage their reputation. The reason New Year Life began this campaign of defamation was because several New Year Life distributors were already considering leaving New Year Life in favor of Awakened. Thus, New Year Life did everything in its power to convince its distributors that Mioli and James should not be trusted by spreading false information concerning their ethics. Excuse me? She made statements about how successful they are and how, they are many billions of dollars. So if you're claiming damages, she's already claimed in videos that I wonder if I have important information because she's said, she said that she's doing a house up, you know, uh, she has not said that, like when they say with defamation, what are the damages? It's like, well, she hasn't been damaged. She's been skirting and bragging about how successful they are. So, all right. New You Life supposedly accused Mioli of violating the company's policies and procedures, which Mioli denies. Ultimately, the dispute between Mioli and New You Life was remedied through an August 2022 settlement agreement. The settlement agreement contained a non-disparagement clause which Awakend Nation, New You Life, and Goldstein have violated. Immediately after executing the settlement agreement, New You Life launched another campaign of defamation. Remember, defamation has to be like you could reasonably believe, if you can believe that it's true, I think, you know? This is funny. Let's have a look. All right, Tish, come on, let's define defamation. Defamation, the action of damaging the good reputation of somebody. She doesn't have a good reputation. She never did. Like, that's it. It's easy to believe because she is who she is. Anyway, specifically, New Year Life held daily meetings with its staff and its top distributors to strategize and discuss plans on how to make sure Awakend's business fails. Daily meetings? What? Parsons, who participated in these meetings, were Parsons. God, fuck it. Good English. Persons who participated in the meetings were Goldstein, Garfield, Giuliano, and Cavenden. At the meetings, defendants would do an array of harmful things directed at Awakend. First, defendants would discuss Mioli on a constant basis using derogatory language, referring to her as the "see you next Tuesday" or that bitch, and figuring out ways to undermine her credibility in the MLM industry. What? But also, if they're just amongst themselves, they can call you whatever they like. You have a First Amendment right to free speech. Hell. Also, she made statements about when they went to the MLM thing. She made statements about how people were coming up to her and saying that you had such a great product and blah, blah, blah. I remember the Zoom that they said that on. Oh, God. Could lawyers be looking at my fucking videos? Oh, God. Okay. They would also discuss James in a derogatory manner by referring to him as the P-file and the rapist and or the criminal. I can say that one, criminal. I don't know him at all, so I can't say. It sounds awful to call anyone that, but if it's just amongst themselves, wonder where this end. Like, how did she know they were saying that? On information and belief, defendants would contact Awakend and New You Life distributors and claim that Mioli was a liar who should not be trusted because she was associated with James. I think you'll find that no one had a fucking clue who the CEO was. It only dropped very recently. She only let that out very recently. She has been ridiculously cagey about that because somebody came into my comments saying, she's so transparent. And I said, well, who's your CEO then? And they said it was her, and people have called her the CEO. But she wasn't. It was Rodney James. And it's like, well, how can they disparage him when they didn't know who he was? The top people did, but everybody else didn't. Behind MLM is... This is the funniest part. Behind MLM is cited in Awakend's complaint as a reputable organization that shares information about MLM companies in the industry. I added the wink, sorry. While being that, Behind MLM is also allegedly a platform New You Life used to publish patently false articles about Awakened and Mioli. That's almost QAnon level conspiracy. That's such a tinfoil hat. Like, you fools, honestly. New You Life CEO Goldstein would pay and instruct New You Life employees, including an individual named Sean Spainhour, to draft articles about Awakened that were patently false. What? Specifically, the articles would concern Awakened and identity. And identify. Oh my God, what's wrong with my reading? Shut up. And identify its operations as an illegal pyramid scheme. Hello. But I would counter that, but I know that the Behind MLM article does. They would also describe Awakend's operations as a scummy cash grab intended to defraud consumers. I mean, it's a scummy cash grab, but I don't think they're intending to on purposely defraud customers. I think consumers, oh my God, I must be tired, because they want the product to work, you know. Furthermore, the articles would characterize Mioli as a liar who's not to be trusted. Finally, the article claims that the formula behind Awakend's product. This is probably why Chelsea got the cease and desist. Is being illegally sold by Awakend because Awakend does not have rights to the formula. True. That is true. That's what. Finally, the article claims that after the articles were drafted at the direction of Goldstein, he would then instruct new live top distributors to submit the articles to a website called Behind MLM. Thereafter, when Behind MLM publishes the article on its website, the same top distributors would begin disseminating the article's URL to Awakend's distributors without disclosing the fact that they were the ones behind the article's content. Okay, now, being in those groups, they either have somebody with their finger on the trigger for anyone who's negative. When some people weren't getting their shipments, I didn't see much, and then you'd go back and comments would be gone, you know. So if anyone was spreading it to those groups, I never saw it. And there was a point there where I was checking every day, especially when they were about to launch. Okay. So yeah, interesting. So this is MLM. Oh boy. As Oz, I'll have been running Behind MLM for 14 years come April 2023. During that time, I've published 8,250 articles, including this one. I'm the sole editor, researcher, and writer of any content that is published on Behind MLM. Comments left on our articles and reviews are from both myself and readers, of which there are 150,000. And I have left comments. I have never republished submitted content. Anytime a source is cited, I'll name the source where possible. And such to the extent Behind MLM quotes another source, you'll find that denoted by a green box, as in the case in this article. And yeah, that Behind MLM has impeccable integrity. If there's a mistake, they always offer a retraction. There's no cover up. We got this wrong. This is the facts, you know. I have the instances I can't name a source typically pertain to doing so, potentially putting my source at risk. Some sources also prefer not to be cited, which is fine provided that doesn't compromise the source material. I don't know who Sean Spainhour is, and to the best of my knowledge, I've never communicated with him. In fact, to the best of my knowledge, I've never communicated with anyone from New You Life Corporate. That said, I have an open email box, and reader submissions and tip-offs do lead to a number of stories that wind up being published on Behind MLM. With respect to Awakend and Mioli, I think every Behind MLM has cited source material. The scummy cash grab remark was made in our Awakend pre-launch article published on August 18th, 2022. The source-cited material for this article was an Awakend corporate webinar featuring Mioli. The article cites screenshots from the webinar and provides extensive quotes as supporting evidence. The scummy cash grab remark itself was made with respect to Awakend's NFT gimmick. Yeah, because the NFT was atrocious. There's an example of one. Because of how much it was as well. Let's address the cartoon elephant JPEG in the room. While MLM and cryptocurrency are synonymous with securities fraud, I haven't seen anything in Awakend's NFT offering that I'd identify as securities fraud. But that's not to say it isn't a pointless, scummy cash grab. Having listened to Awakend's NFT spiel, I'm left asking why. Why does this need to exist? Hello. I stand by that. Awakend ramming NFTs into their MLM business model was a scummy cash grab, because this picture was $3,495. Okay? And I mean, I'm currently in a group for elite founding members, and I didn't pay $4,000. 3,500. This statement isn't based on pre-written article New You Life sent in for republication. It's my opinion, based on the cited Awakend corporate presentation. I can't say for sure, but I'm assuming the Mioli is a liar remark is directed to our Daniel Mioli misleads Awaken distributors on exclusive rights article published October 31st, 2022. And I'm pretty sure I went through that on that day or the next day. This article explores Mioli's position regarding Awaken's exclusive rights to the Trisonex formula Zenith was initially marketed on. Mioli's position is in contrast to the remark made by a Californian judge who categorically stated in late 2022 that the Trisonex patent dispute remains unsettled. The ongoing legal dispute is scheduled for trial on March 28th. Ooh, a few weeks after Brittany Dawn's. Except they're not in Texas. 2023. Pending an earlier resolution where, like, someone settles, something makes me think that Danielle is not going to settle. She's used to winning, so it'll be nice to see her lose one. Mioli representing otherwise is misleading. With that in mind, here's the relevant snippet in which I accuse Mioli of lying. When asked by an Awakened distributor about the court case referenced above, Mioli flat out lied. This is from the Facebook group, and I'm pretty sure I saw this as well. How do we address the questions about it currently being tied up in court over patent fraud using old clinical trial studies with a new trademark? Actually, I'm going to have a look to see if I do have that, because I thought it was sussy sauce, really sussy. Oh, this is a good one, though. I've known... This was from the original... Oh, hang on. Is it from the August 20? That was August 18th. So, it was from the same article then. How interesting. And I've known Danielle Mioli for years. She bankrupted her ex-husband, left him, sold vitamins, sold solar panels and skincare products, moved from one scam to the next. You will never see a picture of her entire body. Supplements have never worked for her. Yeah. There's another one from somebody who worked with her and who had said to her, oh, Danielle, like, are you leaving? And Danielle lied and said, no, I'm not. I'm gonna edit this out. Yeah. Woo. Edit this out. Oh, yeah, this one we'll look at. I'm deeply saddened at how this whole thing happened. I watched for a week as multiple top leaders stated on social media that they were resigning. So it sounds to me that people didn't believe what was happening. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they were leaving, I asked them and I asked Danielle directly if she was also leaving. Every one of them denied that she was going anywhere, as did she. I was in her Facebook group of over 6,000 people. I had my entire team, little compared to many, but still it was my extra paycheck in there, trusting Danielle that it was a safe space for me to add them over the past few years. Without notice, she changed the name of the group, took down New Life posts, and began promoting her new company. Everyone was shocked. It was so unprofessional. See, now that's it. That seems like she's done the wrong thing by them. Anyway, what's more offensive than this is she promotes herself as a Christian. Yeah. The word tells us that leaders are held to higher standard, and she will be. She has destroyed so many lives by these unethical business practices. See, and this isn't defamation or slanderous. It's a very matter of fact. It's not salacious. I know a lot of these new leaders in her company were also in EXP Realty, and they openly and willfully recruited New Life members into EXP. New Life allowed that and allowed them to continue collecting fat paychecks, but they went after other people who went into finance or insurance companies or other opportunities with the exact same pay structure as EXP Realty with teeth and took their hard-earned paychecks. The favoritism was extremely obvious, and I regret that I didn't resign myself from this a long time ago. What I do know is that these stupid NFT pay-to-play tokens and literally allowing people to purchase top ranks in the company, and this alone takes sketchy to a whole new level. That's boom, like drop the mic, KM, because like that's the very definition of a freaking pyramid scheme. Oh, cranky, I'm getting cranky. Alright, let's see if I've got this picture of Science Matters. I was looking at that was the Trisonex thingamabobong. Oh, I've got a screenshot from behind MLM. It's got integrity, or what did they say in there? Oh, so the Awaken ships Zenith with different ingredients using our clinical trials with a new treatment. Danielle's answer: there are 0 court cases regarding patent. No cases about trademark and none about clinical studies. Your upline master distributor has all documentation that proves this. I didn't state Mioli intentionally lied, but beyond a lie, what else would you call the above? There clearly is an ongoing court case about the Trisonex patent, which ties into the referenced clinical study and trademark. Exactly. In any event, the cited source material here isn't a pre-written article from New Life, it's Danielle Mioli's own words. Hello, Adore. As to Awaken being an illegal pyramid scheme, I take it this is in reference to Behind MLM's October 5th review. Moving on to Awaken's compensation plan. It's unfortunately a typical auto-ship recruitment pyramid scheme. Woo! Call it what it is, boom. This begins with pay to play. Awaken's founder packs correlate potential income directly with how much is spent, and Awaken's distributors are forced to maintain a monthly order to qualify for commissions. And that monthly order has to be 2 of the Zeniths, even if you don't need it or are not taking it. In the case of Awaken, this is signing up, having to place a monthly order to qualify commissions, and then getting paid to recruit others who do the same. Ding, 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 ding. We got a winner. Behind MLM published a follow-up article on October 10th. This article cited Mioli claiming Awaken has achieved record-breaking sales. Boom! While the company had yet to ship a single product to a retail customer. And I think not everybody was getting, like the distributors weren't getting it either. As per the FTC, the majority of company-wide revenue isn't derived from retail sales. Sales to distributors are not retail sales. Reference FTC versus Weber and FTC versus Herbalife. That MLM company is operating as a pyramid scheme. Boom again. We've seen the FTC go after a number of MLM companies since 2016. Not having enough retail sales has been a core component of each lawsuit. Cited source material in our Awaken review is Awaken's own compensation plan. Cited source material in our follow-up article was again Mioli's own words and an Awaken promo flyer. Exactly. Exactly! Could someone from New Life have tipped me off via email? Possibly. But me taking that tip, doing further research, and publishing an article is not New Life sending in pre-written articles for publication. It's just nonsensical. Like, how could they go into this lawsuit? You know, like, it seems like the very definition of a frivolous lawsuit. What was the one? Oh, so Brianna Jewell, when she was getting threatened to she received a cease and desist from a Beachbody person. She said that Texas has laws about people who put in court cases that could be deemed as being, wasting the court's time. This is the same. Jeez. Getting back to Awaken's complaint, these articles would be viewed by thousands of Awaken distributors once they were published on Behind MLM. Yeah, they might have been, but they weren't talking about it in the groups. I literally never saw anyone really going into any depth except for perhaps this person. Okay? And if there were any questions like that, that was the stock answer. The intent for sharing these articles was to create fear and confusion in Awaken's field of distributors and to ultimately get such distributors to disassociate themselves from Awaken and terminate the relationship with the company. But that didn't happen. The company just kept growing. Within the context of Behind MLM's involvement, I can't speak to the beef between New Life and Awaken because Behind MLM isn't involved. We maintain independent editorial integrity and always have. I also can't speak as to why readers share our content. Generally speaking, I'd assume it was because over the years we've earned our reputation as a reputable organization. It's pretty insulting to have Awaken reduce the hard work that goes into running one of the largest if not the largest MLM-related publication in the world. So behind MLM just republishes anything sent in by anyone. Exactly. I would be outraged if I was us from behind MLM. That's an insult. Like, in addition to mischaracterizing behind MLM as working with New Year Life to disparage Awakend, the company also alleges, oh, this is the best part of the are you ready? Are you ready? Defendants would conspire with third-party YouTubers to make and publish videos about Awakend, which would claim that the same false information contained in the articles. I'm sorry, making that squeaky noise again. Oh my god. That's so dumb. You're dumb. And your lawyer's dumb for letting you file this. Oh my god. Which ones? Which YouTuber? Which YouTuber? Who, did they pay people? Because I'll take money. I've been like crapping all over Danielle for around about the last 4 or 5 months. I'll take some money from New Year Life, please. Okay, so much like behind MLM, these are all of my words that I said, all of my thoughts, opinions, whatever, have come directly from watching Zooms and how Danielle interacts with people, researching her body of work, for want of a better word, and going back, listening to podcasts that she did, and trainings and videos and whatever, okay? It's based on that. And I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but beep the fucking beep, if you get that. If you know, you know. But I have made a lot of videos about Awakened. I maybe have made the most. I'm not sure. I'll have a look, hey. But yes, no. I cannot think of any YouTuber who would work with an MLM to stop another MLM. I mean, they're both shit. Sorry, there's my tissues. Sorry, I'm not. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32. Oh my god, 32 videos. I have done 32 videos on them. You have to give. That's crazy. Oh my god. Where's my money? Where's my money? New Year Life? Where is my money? Bowski? Alright, let's get going. As to people on YouTube, yes, as a result of the campaign of defamation and interference, Awaken has lost a significant number of distributors because they refuse to be associated with Awaken, based on the false information published by defendants. Furthermore, Neoli and James have suffered damage to their reputation and credibility. What if you didn't have a great deal of it to begin with? Like I said, I don't know Rodney James far, like, as closely as I have been following Danielle on this journey, you know. But as far as behind MLM goes, whether our reporting injures an MLM company or individual's reputation and credibility isn't and has never been an editorial concern. You get the facts, and sometimes based on those facts, editorials and opinions from someone with over a decade researching and reporting on the MLM industry. Go behind MLM. My duty is to behind MLM's thousands of readers, and I do my best to keep them informed with the most accurate information available. True. Outside of that, e.g., New Year Life disparaging Awakening webinars or hiring YouTubers to make videos about them, I have no idea. I'm going to say that no one. No, I cannot picture anyone in the anti-MLM space that would make money, that would make videos for New You Life. It's not even a very well-known company, you know? Like, we don't have a dog in this fight. It's all bad, okay? I have no part of it, and like you, we'll have to see how Awakend's lawsuit plays out for more information. To date, Behind MLM has not received any correspondence from Awakend regarding any of our published articles. Across 6 causes of action, Awakend has sued New You Life defendants for defamation per se, slander, defamation per se, trade libel, tortious interference with prospective economic advantage, tortious interference with contractual relationship, breach of written contract, and civil conspiracy. Written contract, but like you, Danielle would have signed a contract to start at that business, right? This was I loved for so long. They're seeking over $10 million in damages. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Like, for real? You haven't been negatively affected, but you've stated, Danielle, that you're gonna have a $1 billion business. That people were talking to you about that event that you went to Utah for, and everybody's like saying, "Oh, you've got a very impressive product," you know? Alright. Awakend's lawsuit has been filed at the state level in California. This means I have limited access to information as opposed to our regular federal lawsuit reporting. What I can see is the case docket is Awakend's lawsuit was filed on December 23rd. New Year Life has yet to respond, not surprising. Like, hello, it's the holidays. And a case management conference has been scheduled for June 26, 2023. And just as I've Awakened defamation lawsuit too. Okay. Absolutely incredible. DD El Supremo, perfect for other such kind of stuff. This is some lazy, very lazy lawyering. Have to agree. Behind MLM publishes articles on Awaken. Several anti-MLM YouTubers publish videos on Awakened. They must be in cahoots. Yeah, exactly. New Life is butthurt about Awaken, so they must be the ringleader in some sort of conspiracy to defame. I don't know if I'd agree with that. Never for a moment does Awaken exhibit the moat of the mole of. I don't know what that word is meant to be. Self-awareness to recognise that behind MLM and the YouTubers might have valid criticism, lacking the only reasonable conclusion is a vast conspiracy against Awakened. My hunch is that Awakened's attorneys see this suit as a nothing bagger. It is, but I set to bill a bunch of hours at their client's expense. I say if Awakened is stupid enough to pay for this suit to nowhere, then let them. And this is from me. This is absolutely ridiculous. How can they expect to win? And as one of the YouTubers who has been covering Awakened, my information comes directly from the company. I started here and checked up because you're amazing. I formulated a strong opinion of Danielle, purely based on her own content. Oh yeah, baby. Alright, so that's it. How? Oh my god, that is hilarious. Like, seriously. I just want to have a look at what they were doing around about this time, okay? So, can make myself a little bit smaller so I can scroll. No, 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 no! That's not what I want. Do you know what? There's one song in High School Musical. I do like the one when they're in the cafeteria because it does sound like Hairspray. You can't stop it. The world keeps spinning. It's just dancing. So I hope you're enjoying the show. So, no, I wanna. Oh, here we go. Newest activity. Sometimes I do this and it doesn't go to the right thing. Or maybe this is pinned. It's probably pinned. Okay. Yeah, 13 hours. All right. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. One day. 2 days. That's from ages ago. What? 26th of November. I can't tell. But it's very sus. I know this is going to be a long video. I do apologize. I'm a wordy biatch. Yeah, so watch out, everybody. Okay, it's so misinformed. I can believe it, but it's so nuts. That's what you're gonna believe, and to claim that you won 10 grand, 10 million. Anyway, that's an update. Thanks to Charlene for keeping me updated, and like I was almost ready to post. So yeah, all right, peeps, I'm gonna go to bed soon. A little bit of editing, and then yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Why did I just say? I've like literally never done that in a video. All right, sorry, no dog. No, there's a dog here. All right, goodbye.